afternoon, everyone. Captain Lane speaking, and wishing you a safe travels to your crypto destination. For those of you traveling with mice, please securely position your cursor over the like button below and right-click with your favorite finger. For those with touchscreen devices, we ask that you gently press the
Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no. You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of C phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
If you just stumble across the channel, it's probably because somebody hit that like button before. And for those of you who hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it's all right now because in anything you do, maybe that's all right. Oh, maybe that's all right.
Some call him the Nostradamus of crypto. His jarting skills have discovered new entire galaxies. He once was engaged to Satoshi Nakamoto's oldest sister. He is the most interesting trader in the world. And today we asked him, what do you do when the market crashes?
I buy more. And I also subscribe to Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, it looks like it's just me and my lonesome right now. This is the membership stream. This is behind a $3 paywall here on YouTube, and I do try to give some alpha that you would not normally see on my regular channels. Do want to announce that very soon I will be launching Chart School live streams here, taking the basics from beginner to expert on how to trade this market in the style that I use. The reason to do that is that I believe that I can present some tools and ideas that maybe you can pick out if you're kind of new, haven't been around this, been in this market for a while. You know, I got some ideas that maybe not familiar with you. You might have some not familiar with me. I don't know. We can share. We can both learn from this. But I will start sharing my information and techniques and how I use Fibonacci, support resistance, just take it pretty much a whole course from bottom to top. That will be coming out soon, starting this month here behind this paywall of $3. I will probably take that, finesse it, condense it down into an actual course that I'll put on the higher tier. But for the meantime, you guys get all the benefit of all of that. So here we are at Bitcoin that got rejected at the target I had up here at $77,000 as a fib target. That was the main target we're looking for in our Bitcoin setups. She got it and she dumped, and that's what our targets are supposed to do. The ones that we try to nail to take profits at. They should get a reaction like this. Not always. Sometimes they kind of hang around and may even go a little higher, but the ones that we target should be pivotal points, and that's just what I try to do. It seems to work for me. Today's stream is about going over CoinEx spot margin position. The spot margin trader is one of the biggest things that I've got going on for this cycle, and sharing how I do that. And it's not been a pretty ride. The market's not been cooperating until now. So you have to be patient when you're doing spot margin. Here we are, and this is where my spot margin is hanging out right now. I have taken some profits on these. I'll show exactly what I've done and why, but we're up to 120, and it sounds great, but I think this may be the highest I've seen the actual spot margin, but it is fluctuated between 100, 111,000 all the way down to about, I've seen it go down to 68,000. I did not like that at all. I've seen it routinely go a couple of times go down to 80, and every time that we go up, I'm trying to take profits so that when we come down, I don't suffer as much, not looking at liquidations and things like that. But those of you guys that know that in August 5th when we had the big dump, I lost some positions, and luckily I built up some of those again. They left me like 10% of what I had. And luckily I built up some of those, like my link position, near position, to at least what I put over there and a little more. So I'm making those back. So that's good. That's helped out. So there's ways to recover on this if you do get bitten, but it's better if you don't get bit. So here I am. Let's go back over the basics on this. The reason that I'm doing spot margin, the whole reason is because, one, I'm a crypto junkie. I'm a recovering crypto holic. And I jumped out there and got way too many bags. A lot of them were moon bags. Some of them were not moon bags, but I had too many coins. And my goal is to condense those down. I would like to get all these positions. I don't know how many different ones are here, but it's way too damn many. I'm trying to condense this down to about like 20. And to me, that would be a good step up. So these are a lot of the bags I've had. And I decided, well, instead of letting them just sit there in a wallet and wait for them to double and whatever, I would put them over into spot margin and grow those bags and then sell out as the altcoins start to improve. And the last 6 months have just been horrible for altcoins, but now it's starting to change. So now we can see my risk levels here. You see these little percentages right here, like this one Bitcoin is 184%. I like that. I had these numbers down to like 130, making me very uncomfortable for a lot of these altcoins. Some down to the 120s, and that's when I have to start borrowing from Bitcoin and put over to kind of just safeguard some of those positions. That's what brought my to be repaid amount for Bitcoin from around, I had it down around 80,000. Now I'm up to 92, but I've also been adding a little bit to Bitcoin. Since we are now, I don't have to worry about my liquidation point at 38,000 or 42,000 anymore. Since that's out of the way, now for Bitcoin, I'm just going to dollar cost average into this. And then as I take profits from my other positions, every time that I have a position hit, it will give me profit. And I'll usually take about 10% of that, switch it over to cash, then put it over here in Bitcoin. I'll just buy whatever the price of Bitcoin, maybe set some limit orders, but those limit orders have not been getting me hit because the number wanting to go up on Bitcoin a lot. So that's building up my Bitcoin bags. When To pay down this amount that I own, I'm waiting till we get up probably about 80, 90,000 bigger highs on Bitcoin, and then I'll probably sell that 0.2 and try to pay off a big chunk of this. I'm not paying it down with my profits because right now the interest just keeps growing. It just keeps growing. I just pay down the interest and just watch it not do nothing. I would rather put my money into Bitcoin, which is going now starting to go up and show positive effects. Wait till it gets to a higher point and then just sell off and pay that. So here's how things are going. Caspa, I'm still struggling with that one because it sucks right now. It's dropping 50% from its highs at 20. That one's been, I've had to finagle this one very carefully here, because my liquidation point is somewhere around 8 cents, 7 cents. We could get there. I don't want to. Oh, there we are. Liquidation price here is 7.6. So I have to be cautious on this one and safeguard. I can't just go willy-nilly. My liquidation on Bitcoin is 42,000. Doubt that we hit that. Tells me I can play with this one a little bit. Don't want to go crazy because I'm trying to pull my Bitcoin out. My Bitcoin's only here just to back up my altcoins. But I'm also, so shoot, we got to start growing back some Bitcoin now. My goal is to come out of this with as much of this Bitcoin as I can. I don't know if I'll get that 2.2. I don't know if I can drive her up to 5 and come out with as much as I can, but you know, we'll see how it goes there. So things are doing good. You start seeing these numbers come up to around 250, 300%. What I've been doing when my risk percentage gets back to 300, I'm pulling out. I'm pulling out half my coins. Why not? And I did that with Solana. I started this with 19 Solana. That's what I put in here to build my positions with. Currently available, I got 18 Solana, so that's what I started out with. This got up to 300, and what did I do? Well, I pulled it out and put it over to spot. So that's what I've been doing with some of these coins when I get to moonbag them again or close to it. When I get up to 300%, I'm de-risking on those. So we're making money on Solana, but I want to keep the original 19 Solana that I pulled in. So I pulled out. I got them over here on spot. I have not moved it off the exchanges yet, but that will be the next step on the bags that I want to keep, and Solana is going to be definitely one of them. So I've moved off 10 over to spot. Another thing that I've been doing differently is that when I do take profits in my altcoins, which I am doing now, while the rest of the market's starting to FOMO in and starting to, oh my God, I got to start building my bags. I'm taking profits, not the majority of it, but I'm taking my profits and move them over. And like I said, I'm putting them into Bitcoin, and for cash, I'm actually going into PAX Gold. I think they have they got Tether Gold over here too. And that's another option. If you're going to move this coins, move the gold off to a wallet, I would recommend the Tether Gold, because when you move PAX-G off, they're going to take some of it. Well, that's just how it's built in on that one. But for right now, what I'm doing, just storing value over here. So I've got I got 0.4 of an ounce of gold, basically, worth about 1,100, and you know, gold's been doing pretty good. It's on an upward high, so it's a good place for me to store my value. If I put it in Tethercoin, my Degen gets a hold of it, and he wants to go put it into Goatcoin or put it into all this other stuff that's not doing very much. We need to hide the small assets. So that's my strategy to preserve my capital, is to mostly put in the PAX-G. So I've got about $1,100 I put over there. I've been putting a lot more into Bitcoin lately because, well, you know, she's doing some stuff, and it'll help me pay down my debt. I moved my Dogecoin over because she got to 300% on her risk thing, so I was able to pull out. I think I put about this much over there to start with. I'm not really sure, but so I've got about almost $800 worth of Doge that I pulled out from spot margin, and I still got that rolling, and I will pull out more when she goes back to 300%, as well as taking profits on the way. I'm doing both. I'm getting paid, selling, and then, you know, it's still outperforming right now. So pull out my moon bag, get my capital back, because I'll hold on to Doge. The other ones are just my just some spot plays and some meme coins. Zcash, I pulled some of those out, pulled 4 of those. Zcash has been doing good. Decred, that's just a little pick I've got. I love Decred. She's at $12 right now, and I'm just waiting for her to hit 250 again. That's just one of my dark horses. The meme coins from Caspa, yeah, they've sucked and they've been in drawdown, as well as Caspa. Trump coin's been a big disappointment. It's only worth $96. I think I got about $500 worth in here, or at least it was worth $500 at one time when I probably should have took more profit. Well, that one fucked. Godius Maximus is doing what it does, but you know, whatever. Caspa can go. Those, we got Normie? I thought I was turning the hide small balances. I probably did. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. ENA is another one that I pulled out because she did a 300% risk reward thing. She had a nice come up, so I was able to pull that half of that, $75 worth. So that's actually one I don't give a crap if I keep or not. But if they're going to outperform and I can moon bag and have a free bag, well, why not? Why not? Taking profits along the way. So this is where I'm standing. Might as well go over to the futures since we'll just look at this whole account here. Futures, if you know, I mean, I added money over here and during certain parts trying to pull a strategy to. I was hanging around 2,500 and grew that up to 13,000. Added to 13,000. Just doing all that. I had 13,000 over here, and I got smashed trying to do a strategy that really doesn't belong on to perpetual futures. So, lesson learned, and that left me with about $800 in my futures account over here, and that sucks. See if can we get it? Yeah. Well, now I've got us up to 1868, so I've more than doubled it, but it took time, and I had to change my strategy and apply rules and stick by them. And I guess there's a way to look at the actual trades to see what my wins and losses were. You know, I started managing my risk more carefully, and it started helping. So this is what our profit and loss looks like, and let's just go for 90 days. Let's get the whole ride. I mean, it's been a shaky ride, right? But we don't go back to August. I got smashed to where I got smashed. It's been up and down, but now finally, over the last 30 days, we've got her up at least another $400 there. Starting to see some good things coming here. Since I started tightening down from our last dump after the August, and this sucker came down. I was, $800 lower than what I was right now. Started changing my strategy, having some more luck, better results there. That's what we got on futures. Margin account. Let's look at it in the last 90 days. How's it done? Spot margin. That's what kind of matters. So here we are, 1st of November, we had the big crash, and man, I was down $26,000. Ouch. So since then and now, it's gained about almost $60,000. Nice come up. It's had its ups and downs, and it hasn't been fun. There were some scary moments, but now we're out of the woods, and now finally I start seeing the payoff from all that bullshit we had to go through. Now this strategy is great if you use it in the bear market on altcoins. Trying to do it near tops and even on the dips. That was the whole point, to try to catch the dips and do that, and maybe bring in some coins when prices get low and start building them back. And that's been my strategy on this. I'm just glad to see us finally starting to do a little something there. This is me over all accounts over the past 90 days and my ups and downs, and see how far she got down. I think our lowest point was here, 65,000. That was September 6th. I was not happy at that point. I was not happy at all. And, I have to be safeguarding, thinking, oh gosh, surely cross our fingers, this has got to be a bottom. But if it's not, what's the plan? And you always got to keep that in mind. It was getting iffy. It was getting iffy because I came down from 111,000 to 60,000. Take about a 50% drop or thereabouts, even on the spot margin. You got margin involved, and that changes things. And then you got the funding rates, and you got them charging you and everything, and they're just gradually taking money, because you remember you got loans for this, right? Well, you pay interest on those loans, so they start snagging it out a little bit. And it gets you thinking, did I make proper life choices? Because we know that this technique works. It's just, that's the shitty part of it. But she made her comeback. So from 65,000, now we're back up here to 128,000. So things are going good. And as long as I don't do something stupid, if I don't let my ego get in my way and blind me, I should be able to do good and recovering from losses that I've had and now in profit. And now I'm trying to pull my profits and also narrow things down to the bags that I want to hold longer term. Weed out the bad performers. And that's why we've been doing some of those streams trying to find the biggest ones, and so far, OM Metro DAO seems to be the winner of all the coins I went over so far. Why do you keep coming back to? I want the dark screen. Okay, here we are. So, and I'm also controlling my risk now. If I wanted to, I could borrow up to $222,000, and that would be stupid. And I could just go spin it in there, and it made him look beautiful for a few days. It may look like a genius move for a few days, but trust me, it will come and smack me in the ass because that's just stupidity, and I could lose everything. Not going to do that at all. Look, today we made $1,500. Oh my gosh. To be repaid, I owe $152,000 and my account balance is 9. So I like to keep these as close to possible because that reminds me, oh, I can actually pay this off and walk out of here with some nice gains. Hey, we finally got somebody here. Thank you for hanging along. And so basically I've just been going over the spot margin strategies and what I'm doing and just trying to narrow these things down. But it's finally starting to pay off. We're doing good. My link position, that's one I got liquidated on that sucker. I came into here, put 150 link over here, built that up. I don't know how many link I had, more than I have now. Right now I've got 255 over here. But at least now, after building, I mean, seriously, they only left me with maybe 30 link. So I built it from 30 to 255. As long as I get out of here with 150, I'm good. So now I'm back in the game on link. That's cool. They wiped out my near position, and I had a lot of near. Not near back to where I was on near. But right now, they left me with like 30 near or something crazy like that. I have to check the details, but now I'm up to 574. Playing the ups and downs on near, trying to buy lows, and I wasn't so much trying to take profits in there, near, because I'm trying to build the bag, and so far that one's paid. That one's worked out pretty well. So I'm in a lot of positions. A lot of them I got no desire to keep. There's a few of them. I'm trying to weed them down, and that's part of the process of what I'm doing with some of the other streams. We're going through to find the winners. This is a list of every coin I've got over here, and like I'm saying, OM seems to be the one that's got the most promise. So I will start focusing on that. And this is from right here. She's got me at a warning sign because I'm going hard to accumulator. When it turns orange like that, that means I cannot borrow money. That means I'm at a break-even point, basically, is what that means. My liquidation price for OM is now at $1. Do I need to start looking at that? What's our price on OM right now? $1.36. I need to start looking at that. So in that situation, since this is one that I want to actually contribute to and build on, in these situations, what I might do, I don't want to get liquidated. Look, if she comes down to lower low, it's telling me that I got a chance to get liquidated. Here, I'm on the 4 hour. Doubt that it happens, but it could. What are you saying here? Oh, I could be in trouble here. I'm glad I saw that because I'm wanting to go heavy on this one. Let's see. So in this situation, what we got here? This is my to be repaid. So I owe $1,000 on that. I'm $1,000 in debt. I got $29 in order on OM. So in this situation, I might take one of the positions. Like I've done really good in Solana. I might borrow $100, but 10% would save my ass. So if I took $100 and just moved it over here, that's probably enough to save my ass. Let's do it. Let's see what would it bring my liquidation down to, because I don't like that at $1. So let me show you what I do in this situation. The ones I'm up on Arkham. Oh, I love Arkham. I've been really trying to grow that one. I'm going to go with Solana because that's usually my go-to to borrow from. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to borrow $100 from that. Confirm it. Confirm it. Anytime now. We'll borrow. You're not let me do it. I'm just going to save time. I do all this on my phone. I don't ever do this. Network unavailable. Please try again later. Are we doing our stream when you're doing some kind of update or something? Let me see if I can do it on my phone over here. Oh, I've already got it. It's there. It did it. It's just not showing. All right. So we got our $100, and then I'm going to transfer it from margin to spot. Pick USDT there and transfer the $100. Should have done that. Transferred successfully. And now I'm going to cover my ass over here on OM. This is one that I think it's been outperforming Bitcoin. But I don't want to take a chance. Don't want to take a chance. So I'm going to transfer that $100 over from spot. Put it USDT. Transfer it all over. And let's see how it affects my liquidation. My liquidation, that doing 10% of what I borrowed 1,000, and now save me another 10%. Now that could save my ass right there. I may want to think about putting another 100 over there. It took my risk to reward from when I was in the orange. Now I'm in the green, and I could probably borrow. Probably not much though. If I wanted to borrow USTD, now all of a sudden I can borrow money, and I could borrow up to $160 if I wanted to. I don't want to. That would raise my liquidation point. The whole point of putting money over here is not so much. I don't even have to use it. It's just got to park it here for a minute just to save my ass in case we just go down below $1. I'm good. I may put some more. I may put another 100 over here. Just have it there. And then when we get back in the clear areas and maybe OEM starts taking off, I'll just transfer it back over to Solana and just pay that back, so that I don't screw up things. But if it's there, if I need it to save my ass, and I've done a lot of that over all this altcoin stuff that we've been through and all that noise, and it makes a difference. That's why my Bitcoin to be repaid amount is up there so much. I've had it a lot higher. I've had that at $118 before we had our first drop in August that wiped me out, and that was why I was getting too greedy. So you got to match that. But my whole goal is to just numb these things down to about 20 strong altcoins and get out of a lot of this. It's hard for me to do because they start making money and the bags are growing, and I'm like, I should play it, but it's just too much. It's too much to keep up with. I would be much more profitable. I would probably be sitting here about $250,000 if I played this different and focused more on a smaller group of altcoins to play. I could be up more than that. I swear to God I could. I truly believe that. Because when you get into too many coins and too many positions, it's an opportunity cost, and you can't manage it effectively. You will miss them out. The best thing you can do, and what I've done, is just set orders, like when we go to the charts, and we probably should. You know, I get out my old fibs, and yeah, I've got a straight. We're all set. Take profit orders and just wait for them to hit. Doing it on a bigger time frame than the 6 minute. All right, so that's basically about what's happened with my spot margin. We're starting to look good, and hopefully your guys' bags are looking good too. I'm sure that they are. If you've been in altcoins, you've suffered a lot, and the thing that saved me and has made that such a big impact is being mostly in the Bitcoin. Mostly into Bitcoin over here. The majority of all this $119,000 in equity is Bitcoin. And so when the market goes crazy, that helps keep it level and keeps my losses, and it gives me something I can work with and borrow. Use that Bitcoin to actually help me get out of jams with these altcoins, and then we'll pay it back and pay it off and hopefully get some profit on Bitcoin too. A bigger bag of Bitcoin as we kind of weed out these altcoins. And I'm in a lot of them. Too many. I'm going to weed out the weak ones and stick with the strong ones. And all I do right now, every time a target gets hit, you know, I might, if I sell Tau or say Litecoin, here's one, you know, every time a target gets hit, and, you know, it may only, my profit, or it may only make a sale of $100 or something. Okay. Well, 90 of it goes back to pay off the loan. I got to pay off because I still owe $900. 10 of it comes over to spot, and, you know, I either buy gold or I switch it over to Bitcoin over here and buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. One of those. And I'm just wash, rinse, and repeating at this phase in the market. And I think it's cool because we probably need to look at the market right now, right? Zooming out on the bigger time frame, such as the weekly maybe, or 3 day. 3 day looks cool. I mean, we're headed. We'll get a retrace probably right now, but we're headed. 3 days got the green dot on market software. Baby, we're ready to start doing something. We're starting to head up to $81,000, maybe up to 97 in those areas. Those are from measured moves. It's time. It's time to start making some money, but I am going to be paying myself on the way. I'm not going to diamond hand it because you know, it's a roller coaster ride, and then you ride it up and ride it down. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover on this stream. And do remember that I will be having the Chart School live series. Hopefully I can get the first one out next week. I don't know. I'm still kind of putting the finishing touches and the ideas together on how I'm going to present it. But I'll be doing that over here in the memberships. Just, you know, if you're brand new or even just intermediate, you know, maybe you've been trading and picking up these things for the past year or two, I think I've got some things to share with you that can give you maybe some new tools for your toolbox. That's the whole purpose. I want to share with the tools that I've been using that work well for me, that I've been trying and testing, and that I'm telling you, they will help you nail some tops and bottoms. And that's what a lot of people say, you'll never nail those tops and bottoms. Well, I found a way that can help you. They won't do it every time, but more often than not. And it's just using the fib strategies a lot. I'm a big fib strategy guy, but trend lines, everything that I use, you know, it is up there. I'll just share what I do, and you pick out and try things. If you're not already using them, you might see something that you could try and say, oh man, that might work for me too. That's all I'm doing. Just sharing what I do. Not claiming to be a guru professional trader. Those guys are just wanting, you know, the story on them. They make their money off of you, not off of trading. And that's just a fact. And if I don't call them out on it, well, nobody else will. Shout out to Inman Trading, who's calling them out on Forex. You know, see, we got the crypto YouTube gurus over here in the crypto section. Well, there's a ton more of them over in Forex doing the same thing, man. It's all about selling courses and groups and signals and whatever. And it turns out they can't even trade their way out of a paper bag themselves. They didn't make money until they started selling courses and stuff. And it's not a problem with that. The problem is the dishonesty, that they're not being transparent. That's not how they made their money. Therefore, how can you expect them to teach you to be a $1 million trader? And that's very enticing to the new people. Hopefully, people like me, people like Joe at Trade Intuition, people like Iman Trading on Forex, people like Charting Crypto, a lot of the other YouTubers that I respect and everything. You know, we see that, and we're trying to make a difference out there, and you know, at least let you see the smoke and mirrors that they're trying to apply to you every day. Because it's sad, and that's what happens every cycle, is that they will reel in the new people or the people trying to learn, and you're going to spin your wheels this whole cycle. They're going to make all the money. And you're going to be like, I did everything you said to do. How come I don't have nothing? How come you do? Well, they took all the money from you and spoon-fed you strategies that seriously you could Google and get a better strategy than what they teach. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. And that's what I got. And I'll be back to the regular stream tonight and then start doing some more stuff over here on the membership streams. Thanks for hanging out. See you later.